Keith Townsend from the CTOadvisor.com, and we're going to talk a little bit about the EMC VMware spin out of their cloud units. To give you an overview of VMware's cloud initiatives in general, both theirs and EMC's, they basically had a three-pronged approach. First, you have EMC Corporate with their hybrid cloud solution. They announced their hybrid cloud solution mid last year, around the July-August timeframe of last year. Basically, it's a two-pronged approach within EMC proper with their hybrid cloud. Originally, they were going to come out with a federated cloud, so a solution based off of EMC and VMware products, VMware vRealize, the classic VMware vCloud Director solution, just on basically a converged platform that EMC provided. And then they were going to expand that vision out to include a OpenStack based solution. I'm not quite sure if they ever came out with the OpenStack based solution. However, that was their hybrid cloud model. Basically, you build traditional infrastructure on premises, expand out to the cloud. Their hybrid cloud solution orchestrates the ability to span out from on-premises to off-premises. And then let's talk about VMware. So VMware starts out with a hybrid cloud approach. Basically, you have similar solution, except for the ability to spin out to, let's say, an AWS or a Google Compute as you can with EMC's hybrid cloud solution. This is specifically around VMware ecosystem. So the ability to expand your VMware vCloud on-premises solution out into VMware's public cloud platform, VCA, VMware vCloud Air. And then we have the third piece, Virtustream, which is a application hosting provider. I call them a ASP on steroids. If you remember from the 90s, there was a big move to ASPs, application service providers, the outsourcing of management of complex business critical applications such as PeopleSoft, SAP, etc., etc. If you didn't want to manage these big monolithic applications, application service providers kind of were the early cloud providers. They collapsed the infrastructure, have multi-tenancy set up, and then you could basically outsource and pay by the drink for these applications. Virtustream is kind of the solution that works. This vision from the 90s of ASP, specifically around their SAP practice. By far, they are the leaders in hosted SAP or cloud-based SAP. I've talked to these guys. They have a lot of IP around the ability to run SAP in a multi-tenant environment. So EMC hybrid cloud solution, which is a hardware and software solution. VMware's vCloud Air hybrid cloud, which is a mainly software play. And then Virtustream, which is basically an application service provider, all melded into one operating group or operating company. The federation just got a little bit bigger. Instead of having a handful of companies to digest as part of the Dell EMC merger, Dell has one additional company to digest. VMware will claim the revenues on their books. What does this practically mean for the enterprise? I can't really understand kind of I talked to a couple of people on the Twitters, Tyler, who's a former EMCer. I don't get the go-to-market strategy for this new Virtustream business unit. Three completely different solutions. There's not a whole lot of overlap when it comes to salespeople, pre-sales engineers, etc., etc. I don't see the synergies between the three different solutions and how putting them in one BU will make it better. There still needs to be software that needs to be stitched around all three to make them a coherent solution. I'm still not understanding the value prop of combining the Virtustream proper with their SAP focus with vCloud Air, which is an infrastructure as a service solution, or with EMC, which is an on-site hybrid cloud converged solution. I really don't understand how those three different components go together. So for now, you know, it's kind of I looked at the news, shrugged my shoulder and said, you know, I'll do a Periscope on it. I may not even post this to YouTube because I don't really understand the value prop, and there's really not a whole lot to see. I'd love to hear your feedback on the Twitters. You can follow me, obviously, at CTO Advisor. Visit the blog, thectoadvisor.com. Talk to you guys next coffee chat.